All right, so as part of this video, we're going to be walking through the sub-process that takes place after the purchase order has been created by the requester. So our attention is specifically going to be on the provider portal, which you can see on the screen now, and specifically the INET request ending in 00036. As we can see, this INET request is in PO created status, and it has a few action items. One is the View Details dropdown, which allows the provider to view the INET request, view the approved quote, and then view the purchase order that the requester has created. The next step here is to click on the Work Started button. This is when the provider is ready to say lay the FiberNet connections and wants to mark the INET request in that manner. And as we can see, when we click on the Work Started button, a pop-up appears requesting confirmation that we as a provider want to update the INET request to Work Initiated status. If we're okay with that, we go ahead and click the OK button. And what we can see right off the bat is the status has been updated to Work Initiated. And there are two additional buttons of note. One being Update Progress, where when we click on it, we can see a optional form pop up with 4 fields: the permit status, scheduled deployment date, projected deployment date, and deployment start date. Here, as a provider, I'm able to optionally input details just for my sake and to keep updating as statuses change. So for example, if the permit has not been acquired yet and at a later time does get acquired, as just a way of keeping a record of it, this is an optional field that can be used. This in no way impacts the flow of the INET request. So if as a provider, I choose not to update any of the progress fields and I complete the fiber connection installation and want to mark the status of the INET request as work completed, I can also do that. Let me, for the sake of this demo, update the status of the permit status field and click the Submit button. What we'll be able to see is that in the View Details, specifically for the INET request, on the permit status field, we can see that that field is updated in read-only as well. Along the way, as we make progress, don't take the submission button at its name. We can go ahead and click on the Update Progress button at any point in time, update, add, delete any field inputs, and then click the Submit button again to save that progress. The other action item at this point that can be taken is, say the fiber connection installation has been completed, we can go ahead and click on the Work Completed status. And by clicking on that button, we're presented with the pop-up you see now, requiring us to input the mileage. Some notes here, as we can see by hovering over the information icon, this field requires an input of 25 miles or below for the mileage of the fiber connection installation. For any mileage above that 25-mile limit, we're requested to contact CATV via the email provided in the banner at the top of the dashboard. For now, let's see and input 15 miles and click the Submit button. What we can see is immediately for this same INET request, the status has been updated to work completed. In the next video, we'll be walking through this new action item of creating an invoice. So I'll see you all there next time.